So I own a vending machine business, and I thought it'd be a super cool video if I went and talked about what is in my wallet. How do I optimize every single dollar to make sure that my money is making me money? Also in this video, I'm going to teach you how I never have to pay a membership fee, because I've been using Sam's Club for free for like the past 2 years off the strategies that I'm going to teach you in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. What is in my wallet? Okay, so this wallet I actually got from a thrift store. I'm not the type to spend like $100 on a wallet. That's not just me. So this was like $2-3 at the thrift store. When we first opened up my wallet, we have some cash. I had to carry cash today because my vending machine repair person, he literally came and he fixed one of my vending machines. So yeah, so we got a couple hundos, we got a whatever. So I rarely carry cash. Like, just to be honest with you, I rarely carry cash on me. Usually most of the cash I gotta drop off at the bank, but we got some cash inside the wallet. The first card we have on this list is a Lily business debit card. All of the money that I make from like the courses, ebooks, it actually goes to this card. So this is my Lily debit card. I recently just got it probably like 6-7 months ago. So next card I have on this list is my Wells Fargo business debit card. This card I also got recently as well. All my vending machine money actually goes to this card. So all the cash that you guys see me collect in my videos, like when you guys see me pull out, oh, I got $1,000 in cash, $2,000 in cash, it usually goes to this card. Next card, this is my PayPal business debit card. This card actually, all of my TikTok payments go to this card. So like when TikTok sends me a check for like $3,000, $2,000, it usually just goes to this card. So if you guys are not using TikTok for your business, turn on the camera, start making 1-minute videos. I think you only need like 10,000 followers in order to be a part of the creative beta program. So make sure you guys are taking advantage. So next card we have the BJ's card. This is my card I get into BJ's. One of my family members, they have this card, so they give it to me. That's a tip and trick if you want to start a vending machine business. Make sure you get your family members to get you different cards. I have a card for Costco, BJ, and Sam's Club, so I'm able to go to all three because each of them have like different things, so you always need a couple of different cards. So this is my BJ's card. Pretty self-explanatory. Next card on the list, we have my AAA wholesale membership card. So AAA wholesale is a store in Lodi, New Jersey. Amazing store, by the way. It sells like a bunch of cool and unique products. The thing about this store, if you're trying to go, you need to have a business. So you need to have like LLC, a sole proprietorship. Like you need to have some type of business in order to use this store, because the store is actually business to business. So this is a cool card. I usually buy like a bunch of my candy discounted at this place because candy is very discounted at this place. The next card we have on this list, this is my NAX card. This is the card I use when I need to test out my vending machines. Let's say I need to test out to make sure the card readers are working. Let's say someone gets their snacks stuck in the vending machine, I use this card. Next card we have on this list, we have my Dave & Buster's card. Let me tell y'all, for everyone that's watching this video, no one could beat me in Dave & Buster's. Me and my friend went, and when I tell you, I was giving him work. I was cooking in the basketball. If you guys know, I love Dave & Buster's. And I seen a guy recently, like he won a PS5 from Dave & Buster's. He had to be doing it for a year. So maybe, who knows? I just got this card. Who knows? Maybe I might save up for 5 years and maybe I could eventually buy a PS5 because I don't have one. So this is my Dave & Buster's card. Next card on this list, this is the Discover It credit card. Okay, so fun fact about this card. This was my first ever credit card. Let me tell you the benefits on this card. Number one, it has no annual fee. This card gives 5% back in rotating categories. So like, who doesn't want free money? So you were able to get $75 back. So in order to get the $75, you need to spend about $1,500 in the quarter. So like $500 a month. And also this card, it matches back cashback that you earn in the first year of having it. So if you earn like $1,000 cashback, it'll match it with $1,000. So this card was really, really good to me. And you're probably wondering like, what's the rotating category this month? And the rotating category for this card for this month is Amazon and Target. And you guys know Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all the good holidays. So of course, you know that I'm using this card. So this was my first ever credit card. This is Discover It card. Next card we have on this list, this was the next credit card I got. This is the Capital One Quicksilver card. I know people have their issues with Capital One because they say it's a predatory bank. I know Dave Ramsey will probably hate me for all the credit cards I'm going to show you in this video, but
credit cards, stupid. Student loans, stupid.
Side note, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial guru. Make sure you do your own research, do your own due diligence. If you know you're a heavy spender, credit cards might not be for you. So yeah, but I'm just going to show you what works for me. So this is the Capital One Quicksilver card. It gives 1.5% back on all purchases. This is what you would call a catch-all card, because you have some credit cards like they have like elevated bonuses. Like they might have like 3% in dining, 5% in dining, 5% in gas, right? When the purchases that you're making don't fall in those categories, you need a card that gives you like 1.5%, 2% back. So this card I use on purchases that are not in like my heavier categories. So this gives me 1.5% back. Also, this this card has a deal that if you spend $500 in the first 3 months, it's going to give you back $200. So if you know you have a big purchase coming up and you have the money in your debit account, because remember, when you have credit cards, you want to make sure you pay these in full by the due date. If you know you have a big purchase coming up, you want to put your subscription, go grab that free $200. Next card we have on this list is the Plus Finance credit card. I don't know why I got this credit card. If you were to ask me, like, I still don't know why I have this credit card. This credit card is really a waste of a credit card for me. I guess at the time I just needed more money. This card actually helped me start my podcast. Like, I was able to buy all my podcast equipment on this card, and I was able to get 1,000 subscribers on that podcast channel. So I got this from Credit Karma. Credit Karma was like, oh, you're definitely gonna get approved from this. And at the time I was just credit card hungry. I'm like a fiend on credit cards, so like I was like, oh, let me get it. And come to find out, this card has no good thing. Like, it doesn't give you any cash back in anything. So like, it's really a waste of a card in my opinion. This has no annual fees, and that's pretty much it. Ooh, next credit card on this list. We're getting some good cards. Okay, this is the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. When I applied for this card, I got the student card, and they recently just upgraded me to this card. Some perks on this credit card. This credit card gives you 2% back on everything that you purchase. It's another catch-all card, so if the thing is not like an elevated category, then I will use this card. Also, this card has a deal that they'll give you $200 back when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. That's an amazing deal. I wasn't able to get this deal because they upgraded me. I was so upset. I was so mad. Like, I was gonna apply for this card anyway, but they upgraded me. Also, this card has cell phone protection, so if you pay your phone bill with this card, you have cell phone protection up to $600. All you need to put is a $25 deductible, so that is pretty cool. Also, if you use this card for like buying rental cars, they would reimburse you for any theft or damages with the vehicles. Okay, so the next card we have on this list is the Sam's Club credit card. I got this credit card trying to get the MasterCard one, like the 5% credit card, but I ended up getting this. This is basically a store card, so you can only use it inside Sam's Club. They gave me a $35 statement credit with this card. That was pretty much it. If you're a Plus member at Sam's Club, they give you 2% back on all your purchases, so that's how I never had to pay like a membership fee at Sam's Club. It usually costs me about $110 a year, $120 a year, something like that. All you have to do is spend $5,000 a year, and you're going to be able to pay for the membership for Sam's Club. What I do is I run a little two-player strategy with my mom. I'm buying for my business, my mom's buying for her family. We spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month, and we're able to not pay the membership fee, so that is amazing. So if you got any family, you got any friends, you got people that spend a lot at Sam's Club, that's a cool two-player strategy. So this is the Sam's Club credit card. I'm gonna have to hide this credit card because it has some of my information on the front. Come on, Chase. You gotta do better. Next card we have on this list is the Chase Freedom Flex. This is like the Discover It card. It gives you 5% back in rotating categories. This card also had a really good welcome offer. If you spend $500 in the first 3 months, you get $200. So you guys are seeing a trend. Like, I'm getting so many welcome bonuses, I have hundreds of thousands of points at this point, and I can use them for travel, buying stuff on Amazon. But I'm probably gonna use them mostly for travel. I can use them as cash back. So I have a bunch of different options on what I could do, right? So this is literally like free money. If you're using your credit cards on stuff that you already were gonna buy with your debit card, then this is literally free money. You're responsible. You may be wondering what the fourth quarter category is that's giving 5% back. So for the fourth quarter for this card, they're giving 5% back on McDonald's and PayPal orders. So now when my friends go to McDonald's, I'm using that card. Also, when I have to pay for stuff, I usually use PayPal to get that 5% back. Also, whenever you get a credit card in the mail and you see like, oh, it says like 20,000 points or $50,000 points, all you have to do is take off 2 zeros, and that's how much cash it should give back if it's 1 cent per point. So if you see like, oh, 50,000 points, then that's $500. You see, oh, 100,000 points, you know that's $1,000, right? You know when people be like, oh, I got 1 million Amex points, I got 1 million Chase points, that's just the equivalent of $10,000. Keep that in mind when you're looking at your credit card deals. Also, another good thing about this credit card, it has no annual fee, and it gives me 15 months of no interest. I think this is an amazing starter card for somebody that's trying to get into credit. So this is probably one of my favorite credit cards as of right now. It's another Capital One card, right? It is the Capital One Saver One card. It's now going to be called the Capital One Saver card, and it gives you 3% back on dining, grocery, popular entertainment, and streaming services. Also, it has a welcome offer. If you spend $500, then you get back $200. You guys are starting to see how many cards I said that you get $200 back. So you guys can tell I've been raking in points, hundreds of thousands of points, hundreds of dollars. Also, this card has no annual fee. Another cool perk about this card, it gives you 10% back on Uber and Uber Eats. Okay, so the next credit card I have on this list is really a mouthful. Pause. This is the US Bank Altitude Gold Visa Signature card. I don't know why the names for these are so long, but this card actually rivals the famous Amex Gold card. This is a very cool card. This card gives you 4x points. Points and cashback, same thing. They're just trying to make it look fancier. Psychology, like points make you feel like, oh, I'm winning. Don't let them get you though. But this card gives you 4x back on dining and takeout. So me personally, I go to like a lot of like birthday dinners, and usually when the birthday dinner's finished, I say, hey, let me get the bill. I take the bill, I get the points, and then everybody sends me back the money. So that's what I usually do. Also, this card gives you 2x back on groceries, EV charging, and gas stations, excluding like wholesale clubs like Sam's Club, Walmart, BJ's, stuff like that. It doesn't give you 2x back on that. It'll give you 1% back on that. Also, it gives you a $15 streaming credit for stuff like Apple Music, Netflix, but you have to use this card 11 months out of the year for it to activate. And this card has no annual fee. So back when I was in college, I got denied for this credit card, and it is the Amex Blue Business Cash Card. This card, it gives you 2% back on all your purchases. So all my business purchases, I get 2% back. Also, it gives you a statement credit of $250 after you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months. That was pretty simple for me to spend. I had a bunch of purchases, like I had to buy product. Also, I had to buy card readers for my vending machine. So I was able to get that credit pretty simple. So this is one of the few Amex cards that have no annual fee. I pull this card out and people be like, oh, this bro balling. Okay, so the last credit card we have on this list is a Sam's Club MasterCard. This is actually my business credit card. I can use this card anywhere I go. So this was the card I was originally applying for when I applied for the first Sam's Club card, but I was finally able to get it. So this is for my business. This card, it gives you 5% back at Sam's Club. So imagine, like, I'm spending thousands and thousands of dollars a month on products. So imagine how much money I'm going to be able to get from this card. Also, it gives you 5% back at Sam's Club. It gives you 5% back on gas stations. It gives you 3% back on dining. So this card primarily is going to be used for gas stations and me going to Sam's Club. Also, it gives you a $60 statement credit that you get when you apply for this card. So make sure you pay off this card in full, specifically because I think the interest on this card is 29%. So, and that is basically all the cards I have in my wallet. Before I end off this video, I just want to say that make sure you're using your credit cards wisely. Pay them off at the end of the month. You want to make sure you're only using the money that you have in your bank account. This is not free money. Early on in my businesses, before I was making money, I would just max out my credit cards. I never missed a payment, thank God. I was always able to pay back off my credit, but I know some people, you won't be able to do it. And like people say, I know credit cards, for some of you, might bring stress. I have a bunch of credit cards. I didn't show all the credit cards I have. My mom made me an authorized user on some of her cards. So an authorized user is basically like you are authorized to use that card, and then all the person's credit history transfers over to you. So all my mom's years of credit history is transferred over to me. So now I look better at the banks. Now I look like I had my credit cards for 15, 20 years. I look like I never missed any payments. I have high limits. That's how I was able to like keep my credit score up even when I had maxed out credit cards, because my mom was an authorized user and her limits were super high. So like it would look good on me. If you're gonna ask your parents to make you an authorized user, make sure the credit history is good. No chargebacks, no late payments, no derogatory marks, no nothing. And if you guys got to the end of this video, this was an interesting video. If you guys like videos like this, let me know. Comment some credit cards you think I should get. Comment some things you think I missed. Keep the conversation going on in the comments. Hopefully everyone has a great rest of the day. God bless you. God loves you. God is too big for your goals to be too small. And we out of here.